Hey everybody, welcome to another special episode of DOS-cider. We've got an extra one this week. Try and catch up on a couple of requests. Good to see you, Happy Chappy. Thank you for that. 41 months of subbing. Time sure does keep marching on. I cannot believe that you've been here for that long, actually. It's kind of rough to imagine. Nice to have you here. We've had a long streaming career. So for those that don't know, this is DOS-cider, our ranking of DOS games. We are almost 300 games in, now down to 277. You can absolutely go make the backlog worse because you are a sub. If you're a sub or a patron, you can always stop into the Discord. There is a special sub-only channel just for you where you can put in a request a month and I will go and rank that request in DOS-cider. There's 8,000 DOS games, so I'm thinking that to get to some of them, you might need to request them. As well as a few other perks. We do some other polls and requests and stuff in there all the time for like roguelikes and things. In the meantime, this one was requested by Boix, who has been for years wanting me to try the Tex Murphy games, specifically Under a Killing Moon. So that's what we're doing today. We're going to be doing Puzzle Adventure, point and click, Tex Murphy. This is actually the third Tex Murphy game, but it was a big move forward in the series from my understanding, and I'm interested to see how it plays, because I've read a bit of the manual. Normally I wouldn't have to do all that much in, sorry, my cat yelled at me downstairs. I would normally not have to do all that much for, like, point-and-click adventures, but this one actually has mouse movement, like Doom style, as in, you, like, move your mouse forward, you walk forward, backwards, you can, like, click and then move to the sides to slide. It's weird. You can Tex Murphy and Tex Avery, slightly different characters. One of them's real, for example. Tex Murphy, obviously. Tex Avery's made up. Nobody's eyes go blue like that. That's not real. All right, let's go with some MT32. We're the rich kids in the 90s. Get into 1994's Tex Murphy? 1994, Access Software. There we go. A little quiet. Access interactive movie. Oh boy. One second. Whew, got to that one in time. Hoofa doofa. New game. That's X? That's an X. Oof, that is a... In honor of you, Happy Chappy.
So, they found it again, have they? I thought we'd taken care of it.
The forces of evil are persistent, sir.
I'm getting too old for this. Who have we got lined up to deal with this problem?
Murphy, sir.
Oh, no, not
afraid so, sir.
What about Spade or Marlowe?
Dead, sir.
Isn't there anyone else?
Sorry, sir, he's next on the list.
Well, I suppose we'll have to make do. Knowing Murphy, he's going to need help. A lot of help.
I'll check the archives and get back to you, sir.
Why are we in space? Wait, is this not a noir thing?
Of the day. As the Second World War enters its final days, Allied forces are on the march. The troops of the Western Alliance are occupied with the dangerous duty of ferreting out the remaining pockets of Nazi resistance. The storming of Berlin has crushed the heart of German opposition and sent remnants of the Fuhrer's troops scurrying into the dark reaches of the Black Forest. The Germans have vowed to fight to the last man in their quest for world domination. But their days are numbered, with Adolf Hitler dead and the once dreaded SS disbanded. The Allies have exposed the workings of the Nazi war machine and found it festering with ancient blood cults, whose rituals and ceremonies are too astonishing and barbaric to detail. Allied forces will not rest until the last cult member has been revealed and captured.
No pestilence has ever been so fatal or so hideous. Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and horror of blood.
What is happening? We went to space, to Nazis, to a graveyard. To Poe and like a castle graveyard? What is... If only we could hear the best sound at the volume levels. I'm trying. I upped it. Was there a sound that I missed? Oh, wow, really? Okay, sorry. I turned it up a lot. I will keep turning it up. The original thing was, we gotta send Tex to conquer evil. Oh no. And it's like, well, it's his turn, sir. Oh god. It sounds like that. Okay, and also, that is James Earl Jones, right? Like, hold up. Yeah. Russell Means. Yep. I don't need to look it up. There's some actors in this. Huh. I have no idea where this is going. I have no idea where this is going now. Oh, 2042. Why did we talk about Nazis?
In the moonlight, New San Francisco sparkles like a chunk of cubic zirconium, an island of hollow beauty surrounded by a red sea of radiation. 5 million souls drowning in gamma rays. Some lucky people have a natural immunity to genetic mutation caused by the radiation. I'm one of them. Most of them live in the new city, but I don't.
What?
Among the unlucky souls, the mutants and the destitute, and the wreckage of old San Francisco. My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private.
Still can't make it out. Okay.
I used to be. Since my marriage hit the rocks, I haven't done much of anything. I went out tonight for the first time in a week, but all I ended up doing was spending the last of my money on a bottle of cheap bourbon. Now it's past midnight.
Here.
I'm staring out of the window of my office on the second floor of the Ritz Hotel. Just like me, the Ritz used to be something. Now it's just another grimy building in a rundown part of town.
Is that better?
Out of bourbon.
It's really loud on my end.
My God, Murphy, you look like hell. Really hit bottom, didn't you?
So we're naturally immune to mutation from the radiation? Is what he was talking about? Huh.
Oh, I usually don't look this bad. I forgot to take my Geritol this morning. So, you want a drink? I saved my first one to have with you.
World War IV on the desk.
5 or 8 years now. Yeah, one morning I just looked in the mirror and decided I needed to make a few lifestyle changes. Quit smoking, quit drinking.
It's
Now I'm getting
the volume's not changing on your end. What is happening? Okay, here. I will restart that then, because you're missing so much. It hasn't changed at all. I've changed it up over 10 times the volume. So let me, guess I'll try and do this. I don't know why it would, how could that possibly not change for you? It shouldn't be getting routed elsewhere. It goes directly through my, let me just see here. Look at it again. Well, we got to get that intro then. We'll start it over. Welcome everybody to Little DOS-cider. Oh, it is slow to load. There we go. No, that didn't look like it. You're right, like my metering on it doesn't seem to be changing, which doesn't make any sense. Weird. Here, let me just go ahead. I'll do it here then. That should be better. Why the hell would that not make any difference? And that's not even changing it. Wild. Huh. Can hear music, kinda. Oh, did that... Oh, I think that started us from that save. Fuck. I have no idea how I can change it more than that in a way. Weird. I have it over 100%. And as you'll notice, normally, like, the DOS stuff is, like, ear-blowing. So I don't know, like, what is happening. Normally it would wreck you. Well, I'll give it some extra gain here. Very strange issue today. All right, in honor of Happy Chappy again, let's try Tex Avery one more time.
They found it again, have they?
Don't
thought we'd
forget
taken
to
care of
Joker.
it.
The forces of
How's it
evil are
go?
persistent, sir.
I'm getting too old for this. Who have we got lined up to deal with this problem?
Murphy, sir.
Oh, no, not Murphy.
Afraid so, sir.
What about Spade or Marlowe?
Dead, sir.
Isn't there anyone else?
Sorry, sir. He's next on the list.
Well, I suppose we'll have to make do. Knowing Murphy, he's going to need help. A lot of help.
Check the archives and get back to you, sir.
Better? I'm turning it up even more.
News of the day. As the Second World War enters its final days, Allied forces are on the march. The troops of the Western Alliance are occupied with the day setting out the remaining pockets of Nazi resistance. The storming of Berlin has crushed the heart of German opposition and sent remnants of the Fuhrer's troops
No
scurrying
idea
into
what's
the dark
going on.
regions
I'm not
of the
getting
Black
any of
Forest.
this reflected back on my end, which makes no sense.
The Germans have vowed to fight to the last
down a
man
little
in
bit
the
then?
quest for world domination. But their days are numbered, with Adolf Hitler dead and the once dreaded SS disbanded. The Allies have exposed the workings of the Nazi war machine and found it festering with ancient blood ghosts, whose rituals and ceremonies are too astonishing and barbaric to detail. Allied forces will not rest until the last cult member has been revealed and captured.
Everyone said suddenly loud, so I just want to...
No pestilence, has ever been so fatal or so hideous.
Okay.
Blood was its avatar and its seal, the redness and horror of blood.
Cool. So we go space, Nazis, castle? I don't know. Like, what is this game? Ah, my very cool tub. The Nazi stuff was talking about a secret blood cult. It's true. But the space. But the space and the moon. There's some, like, legit actors in this, too. Like, Margot Kidder? Like, Russell Means? James Earl Jones? There's legit talent in this. I mean, I knew that it's been considered a good game, but I'm just... Huh, I did not expect James Earl Jones, for sure. The goofiness of James Earl Jones, like, narrating about... Ah, damn, we got Murphy to send
New
in.
San Francisco sparkles like a chunk of cubic zirconium, an island of hollow beauty surrounded by a red sea of radiation. 5 million souls drowning in gamma rays. Some lucky people have a natural immunity to genetic mutation caused by the radiation. I'm one of them. Most of them live in the new city, but I don't. I live among the unlucky souls, the mutants and the destitute, and the wreckage of old San Francisco. My name's Tex Murphy. I'm a private detective. Or at least I used to be. Since my marriage hit the rocks, I haven't done much of anything. I went out tonight for the first time in a week, but all I ended up doing was spending the last of my money on a bottle of cheap bourbon. Now it's past midnight, and I'm staring out of the window of my office on the second floor of the Ritz Hotel. Just like me, the Ritz used to be something.
No.
Now it's just another grimy building in a rundown part of town. And I'm almost out of bourbon.
Like, I expected this, but not
God, Murphy, you look like hell.
space in 2042.
Really hit bottom, didn't you?
I love the World War IV book. Just
Oh, I usually don't look this bad. I forgot to take my Geritol this morning. So, you want a drink?
Of course, you're Jared Hall.
Save my first one to have with you.
No, thanks. I've been dry for 8 years now. Yeah, one morning I just looked in the mirror and decided I needed to make a few lifestyle changes. Quit smoking, quit drinking. Now I'm getting out of the business.
Quit sniffing glue.
Yeah, I'm gonna move to the tropics and retire in a nice secluded island with a tribe of beautiful young women.
Uh-oh, he's gonna die.
You're getting out of the business. I guess that means the end of the world must be around the corner because you are the detective. I can't imagine you doing anything else, especially not running around an island with a bunch of nubile women in a loincloth.
No, I can imagine it. I've been thinking about it for years.
Can the
now.
women imagine it?
Yeah. You know how it is. Lonely. Underappreciated. Dangerous. I haven't had a decent night's sleep in 38 years. I tell you, I'm working on a case right now, and that's going to be my last one. Enough about me. How about you, Tex? How's life treating you? Bad as it looks?
Well, it depends. What day is it anyway today? Saturday? Well, Saturdays aren't too bad. It's normally Thursday by the time I get really suicidal. So what is it you wanted? Just come by to sprinkle a little salt into the open wounds of my pathetic life?
No, Tex, you got me all wrong. Nah, just because you turned me in and got me suspended and humiliated me in front of my peers, you sold me out. But that's all in the past. See, I quit hating you for that weeks ago. Like I said, I'll be leaving soon, and I didn't want to go with any loose ends dangling there to bother me in my golden years.
Hey, don't worry about me. When you tossed me out of the agency, it was the best thing that ever happened. Digging through dumpsters and sleeping in abandoned speeders, you helped me learn a great lesson. Because no matter how bad things are, they can always get worse.
So what happened to you? I heard you were doing pretty well there for a while. Did a hell of a job on that Martian memorandum case. What's your problem? You one of those people who can't live with success? Huh?
Well, I can live with it. I'm just afraid of commitment. Now you tell me something. Why wouldn't you talk to me 15 years ago? I was a stupid kid back then. Could have tried to understand why I told the ethics board what I did. I mean, I understand now that I was out of line and I made a mistake, but why'd you cut me off like that?
Because apparently you never learned the first rule of a PI. Never, ever betray your friends. Now, friendship goes beyond blood and race and politics. You gotta find out who your friends are, then you hold on to them. They're a precious commodity to people like me. And you
Yeah, you gotta lie and cheat like real detectives
You're
or an actual
Your
cop.
name mentioned in connection with a case that I'm working on, and you stay out of it. If you don't, somebody's gonna find you floating in the bay with a hole in your head.
Ethics,
I don't
schmeckets.
need any more strain on my conscience.
You know, frankly, I'm pretty insulted. Because I'm a pretty damn good detective, and I can take care of myself, thank you.
Go! Just remember what I said, Tex. Got no idea what kind of people we're dealing with here. Just keep out of my way.
I don't know if this wants to be goofy or not. I think maybe a little. Just a little bit. Oh man, that word art. Cuffin' up phlegm. What?
So last night, after 15 years, the colonel walks into my office. Made me take a good hard look at myself. Maybe I have hit bottom, and maybe I do look like hell. Lord knows the only exercise I've had lately is tipping the bottle and flipping cards into my hat. I gotta find some work. Contrary to what the colonel might think, I'm as good a detective as he ever was. Now I just gotta prove it. I'm gonna scare up a job today, even if it means finding somebody's lost puppy.
I'm gonna scare up a job, even if it means I gotta commit the crime. Okay, we are in interactive mode, which means that I can only like look, get, move, etc. And I have to switch to walk mode.
This one really isn't art, it's a placemat from Taco Bob's.
Okay, that's... Is there a way? Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. I can't imagine there's a way to turn down music and up volume or something, but I thought I'd just check. Yeah. Yeah, way to make the music not drown out the dialogue would have been nice, but it does not look like that's the case. Looking over everything just in case, but yeah. Unfortunately, that is just where it's going to be at. I can probably turn it down now a little bit for y'all, because that... It seems like it's actually pinging now, right? It seems kind of loud. Yeah, it might be using the Roland for the music. That's what I'm wondering. Here, let me see if I can just change that down. If we go down like... Because yeah, I'm hoping that it means the sound blaster will be the dialogue. It'll definitely be like the other sounds. Okay, that did go down. We'll just try that and see about...
This one really isn't art. It's a
Okay.
placemat from Taco Bob's.
That didn't seem like it changed the dialogue volume all that much.
This piece of art is called Two Whales on a Bender. Ah, Sylvia, my ex-wife. Whenever I think things can't get any worse, I think about her and how she totally screwed up my life. She's a
Oh,
woman who
God.
loves a man, anytime. I'll never forget the day I came home early and caught her with the upholstery.
Oh,
What?
there you are. I just got done with the chair. I'll be sending the bill to your husband.
Oh, Rudy. Let's not think about my husband right now. I was watching you upholster and you're so big and strong.
Do you really think so?
Yes. God, I've only known you for 10 minutes and I feel like I've known you forever. Oh, yes, look. And look at this muscle. Oh. The way you hold me, Tex never held me like this. Oh, kiss me, Rudy, and set my lips on fire.
Okay.
Alright. Alright.
Oh, Tex, honey. I wasn't expecting you home so soon.
Well, duh. Obviously. Now I know why the Roto-Rooter man keeps calling and asking whether we need our plumbing checked. Well, I gotta admit, those chairs look pretty good.
Thanks. Listen, how about I don't charge you on the labor and we call it even?
Fair enough. But from here on out, Rudy, customer servicing doesn't include my wife.
See, honey? I saved you some money again. Aren't you happy?
Fucking hell.
I married her for better or worse. Unfortunately, it never got any better.
Okay. That's, I didn't expect an FMV for a cheating wife. When it just decided to, like, get into those higher registers for that music all of a sudden, Jesus, that almost killed me. I think we can probably go up a little bit from there, though. Let's go, like, 40, I guess? She's into extreme couponing.
World War IV. A dark and reactionary vision of the coming century by Rush Limbaugh III.
Okay. Alright. You know, I'm starting to understand why Boyks wanted me to watch this. Wow.
This cabinet is where my old successes go to die.
It needs to be a little bigger, I think. Yeah, this is Boyks' request. This is Extreme Boyks.
Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business. Hip-hop English keeps me up on all the slang kids are using today.
Oh, what is happening here? Okay, so I can move forward like this. Oh boy, the mouse control is interesting.
My phone would work perfectly if it hadn't been disconnected. I love my comfy chair. I just wish it wouldn't be so easy to tip over whenever I got drunk. The fabulous Dior lamp. I bought it for 77 cents. I love murder mysteries. To be a fictional detective, everything would be so much simpler then.
Oh, I got extra points for seeing my wife cheat on with the upholstery guy.
I love murder mysteries. To be a fictional
Perfect.
detective, everything would be so much simpler then. The UI of U was the only place that would accept me. Half the course credit was earned by locating the university.
I do really dislike the mouse movement. It's a common thing back then, and I can get used to it, but like the Doom mouse movement too, it's terrible. I hate that kind of move.
I spent weeks earning this baby. Best 20 bucks I ever spent.
Can we like read those a little better? The University of Lexington of Utah or something? Correspondence School of Private Investigation. Uh-huh.
CrimeLink computer is the only valuable piece of equipment left in the office. By entering suspect information like height, weight, and hair color, I can access the suspect's personal files.
Ah, that turns it on. Okay. Mutant? Yes or no? Gotcha. You always gotta check and see if your suspect's maybe a mutant.
Oh, great. Another incoming message that won't print out. If I don't get a new fax machine, I'll be out of business.
Okay, so
Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work. Well, that's not gonna work.
Okay, well... Oh, weird.
Nothing here but nostalgia.
Oh, hello? Weird. Yeah, okay. Let's open. Oh. I think that we just can't... I can look down by, like, tabbing a little bit? Like that? Yeah. I'm wondering if it's only the top one. Okay. Okay, what's this toxic taste? The Encyclopedia of Toxic Taste. Uh-huh.
Toxic Taste is a novel by Lou G. Trundle, the only mutant popular enough to make the New York Times bestseller list.
Yeah, well, everybody knows Trundle.
As usual, it's a mess.
It's empty.
As usual, it's a mess.
Okay. So these ones are all individual. Oh. There's something in there. A Earth $10 stamp. Okay. Of course. I don't think there's anything else in there. Oh, this is gonna take me a little bit of finagling to get. And there was nothing in this one? Doesn't look like it. Okay. How about you?
As usual, it's a mess. As usual, it's a mess. Most of these desk drawers haven't been used for so long, I'm afraid to open them. As usual, it's a mess.
Okay, there is something in there. Ah, a pen. Perfect. Oh, did that guy that came over, the Colonel, I believe, did he not wipe his shoes? Come on. Like, what is this? What the fuck, man?
The office was actually a dance studio before I moved in, and Latin dancing is a Murphy family tradition.
Good to know.
The dusty credenza I've got serves only one purpose, and that's to keep the dust off the floor. My gun. I love it so much!
They, certainly had
No
fun.
trusty sidearm. Been with me since the beginning. You want some of this, huh? Bam, bam! Hey, bam, bam, bam! Bam! Bam, bam! Bam! And you!
Hey, Sonny, can you help me out? My girlfriend threw my gun out of the window. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, just pick it up and, hey, don't point that thing up here. That's not a toy, you know. Oh, my hell. No matter how bad things got, I always had my gun. Now I've lost that, too. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those days.
I'm starting to get the feeling that they Disco Elysium got inspired slightly by Tex here.
This pure mountain spring water is indispensable, literally. I'm out of paper cups.
Okay.
This pure mountain spring water is indispensable, literally. I'm out of paper cups.
Alright. Fair enough. James Earl Jones is just helping me find my gun. Yeah, exactly.
That hutch holds a life's worth of knickknacks, paddywhacks, and the world's largest piece of elbow macaroni.
Oh, there it is.
That hutch holds a life's worth of knickknacks, paddywhacks, and the world's largest piece of elbow macaroni.
Okay. All of it's the same. It's gotta be home or something? I need to check one thing here. And I had all the commands, the view keys. Okay, look left, certain degrees. How do I center again? Wait, you can raise and lower your eye level. Huh. So instead of tilting. Okay. Return to normal eye level and return to normal tilt level is the tab. Okay, gotcha. So I can change my eye level. It's a little guy.
Another pile of garbage. There just aren't enough hours in the day.
I just imagine Tex Murphy just kind of like worming his way across the ground, because that feels very in character.
Well, since the building inspector has only one eye and no depth perception, the hotel manager painted fire extinguishers in all the apartments. It saved him a bundle.
That's some landlord behavior, yeah.
I call this painting, The Big Spill.
Alright, I'm guessing this, maybe?
Oh boy, mail.
Oh boy, mail. I do love mail. Surgery gift certificate. Oh, baby. Examine, there we go. Gift certificate entitles the holder to one free cosmetic job, courtesy of The Real You. Nice. Oh, credit card?
Pre-approved electronic shop credit card application addressed to the previous occupant. Just needs to be signed, stamped, and mailed.
I got a stamp and a pen, and I can certainly forge. Grand reopening. Electronic shop will open its newly remodeled store. Dongles, fax machines. Oh, we need a new fax machine.
My phonograph's an old family heirloom. I love to play the classics. Kool and the Gang, Peaches and Herb.
Okay, I do need peaches and herb.
My phonograph's an old family heirloom. I love
Nope,
to play the
nope, come on.
classics. Kool and the Gang, Peach.
Dang, you can't like walk around after this. Dang. It's just that. Arthur Murphy School of Dance. Oh, of course.
Stupid light switch is stuck in the on position. Could be worse, I guess.
Alright, well, let's get to combining this to do our fraud, huh? Maybe it's combine. Fill that application, yep.
I need to run this thing down to the auto post box on the street.
Alright. Time to go out onto the street. I guess I should probably get my gun, too. That might be smart.
The air outside feels thick, like I'm breathing through a pair of dirty gym socks. It's a high radiation day. Most everyone will be staying inside, but I need to hunt for some work. I always like to start the day with the traditional PI breakfast. That hits the spot.
Fucking hell. Oh my god. Okay. We changed that. Did it? Why is it back up? It can't be that loud. Because that seems really loud for everyone again, right? Like, that's really loud. I might just have to change off the MT32, really. And now it's really quiet. Sure. So how do I... Okay, there's a way down. I see. This is a really shitty office, I'd say. I'm gonna pick up a death, thank you.
Chelsea keeps a well-stocked selection of magazines. I wish I could afford to buy a couple. Life hasn't been the same since my True Detective subscription ran out.
That's still really loud.
Chelsea's a hot little number. I hear she's a mutant, but it doesn't show. The only weird thing about her is she won't go out with me.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
Chelsea Bando's the kind that could hold her own with anyone, but she has a way of turning my niece to jelly. She's a mutant just like everyone else in this part of town, but she's a real beauty.
Well, hello, stranger.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. These are all, huh. This feels like a subtle innuendo kind of guy.
Hey, sweetheart. Know anyone who could use my services today?
Well, I guess that depends on which services we're talking about, big guy.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Blatant innuendo. Okay, after the subtle innuendo, I kind of feel like I need to go for the blatant.
So why don't you join me for a drink and I'll go over all the great services I have to offer.
Gee, Tex, you know, that kind of talk could get you into trouble, but I don't drink with customers.
Stud response. Jesus Christ.
I'd be happy to throw in a chili dog with that drink.
Well, an offer like that, oh, that's hard to refuse. But no thanks. So, is there something I can do for you?
I don't understand why she's resistant to my charms. I keep asking her for whiskey and hot dogs, and she just says no. Yeah,
Wish I could help you there, Tex.
I have no idea who any of these fucking people are, so I'm just gonna say no. Wait, was Chelsea? Chelsea wasn't our wife, right? It was like Christine or something, or Celia? It was Celia. I think it was Celia. Wow. Alright, we need to find the automatic, like, mailing? This looks like a newsstand. Yeah, okay. See ya, sweet cheeks. I gotta go do some mail fraud. I mean, a job. I have a job. It's a weird creep. God. At least it knows that you're a weird creep.
The Postal Service has gotten much faster since the stamp price went to $10. I should get my credit card back tomorrow morning.
Perfect. Could get a cosmetic job at the Real You. I will say, like, graphically for 1994, pretty damn cool. Some neat stuff here. Please wait or something? What did that say? Shouldn't that... E should set me back up here. Okay, I don't think I'm supposed to be able to make that out. Tex Murphy has a certain amount of charm. I think that's probably the first game. Like, it might actually just be a text game. Brew and stew. Mmm.
Man, there are signs of radioactivity everywhere.
Yep, there sure are signs of radioactivity everywhere. What a bunch of jokes. Oh my god. Yeah, Tesla Effect is a much later one. They did a... Was that the most recent one? They've done a couple of actual, like, fairly recent Tex Murphys. I mean, I guess that one is fairly recent for 2014, and I know that that's
These posters somehow
Not as recent
survived
as
the
I
big
wanted.
war. They're bitter reminders of the past glory of this great city. These posters somehow survived. Francesca Lucido makes the spiciest pizza in the city. The only thing spicier than her cooking is her imagination. And right now she seems to have a thing for me.
Oh, could you imagine unwanted attention from... Gee, man, how awful for poor Tex. He's the one that's supposed to be creeping. He can't be creeped on. The pizza bar. Okay. Alright, Rook's Pawn.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. Rook Garner runs this pawn shop.
So can I go in maybe? Let's see. Sure looks like it.
Rook Garner runs this pawn shop. He's a crusty old World War III vet with a face like a raisin and a tongue like a butcher's cleaver.
What do you want, Murphy?
What do we want, Murphy? Alright, and with that, we'll figure out in just a moment, because I hear my one cat yelling downstairs, and it is time to feed them. So she's real desperate for food, and my other boy just came up here to be like, hey, excuse me. Hi, I know it's food time. You don't need to jump up. I'm going to go get you food. Alright, I'll be right back. Thanks for being here so far, and we'll come back with a little more Tex Murphy Under the Killing Moon in just a minute. Sorry about the longer break there. Welcome back, everybody. Just takes me a bit of time because my lovely old little girl has to shove all of her food off the plate. She has a hard time. You gotta keep scraping it together for her because she's 20 years old. So she eats real slow and she eats real bad. But we love her. Let's get back to some Tex Murphy. Alright. Let's answer with some caustic wit. Or maybe we'll just do obliviously confrontational.
Fine.
Or conversation.
How you doing, Rook?
I'm not in the mood for small talk.
Sarcastically serious. Just sarcastic. Or serious.
Maybe I should come back and we can discuss it later. Say next Halloween.
Hold on a second, Murphy. Maybe I could use your help.
Last night, someone broke into my pawn shop. I don't usually have anything of great value, but yesterday, I gave out a fair amount of cash for an extremely valuable diamond bracelet.
This dude looks like the fucking Crypt Keeper. Look at that hand.
My deductive powers tell me the bracelet's no longer on the premises.
Brilliant work, Murphy.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Oblivious to sarcasm.
Thanks. So what happened?
The bracelet was pawned by a young girl named Emma Nimpton. She said she hated to hawk a family heirloom, but had no choice. She said she would reclaim the bracelet in a month. Well, since the bracelet was worth 10 times the 8,000 I loaned her, it was a good deal for me.
Until now.
I think you've been played for a sap, Rook.
Maybe. She left me a number and I called it this morning, but the line is disconnected.
I did like the investigate vibes. I should have done that. I like to investigate the vibes when I get the opportunity.
Have you contacted the police?
No, the police are a waste of time, and I can't afford to hire a decent PI.
Damn. Offended, but looking for work.
I guess this means you don't consider me good enough to help track down the bracelet?
I'd appreciate your help. I'm not a rich man, but if you find the bracelet, I'll owe you a few favors, which could come in handy. Come back here and I'll show you where they broke in.
Favors aren't paying my bills,
Rick takes
man.
me out back and shows me where the burglar broke in. The back window is busted out and the latch is ripped. It's a sloppy job. As I start my investigation, I'm looking for information to enter into my CrimeLink computer back at the office. One thing's for sure, Emma Nimpton won't be one of the suspects' names. Every PI worth his salt knows that's not my name spelled backwards.
What? Okay.
Well, obviously, the window was broken from the outside. Well, that's the sturdy, worm-eaten back door to Rook's pawn shop.
Okay.
I wonder what all these garbage cans are doing around here. Maybe Rook is running a low-rent hostel.
I think there was... Ah, yes. A very low poly steak.
Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that sticky pool of something resembling chocolate. Footprints about a size 14.
Don't check the chocolate, Murph. Size 14 shoe.
Looks like a shoe print is outlined in that...
Okay. Ah, a clue.
These are empty jumbo-sized cans of Camel's chunky chocolate soup. Good.
Wait, chunky chocolate soup?
These are empty jumbo-sized cans of Camel's chunky chocolate soup. Good.
Ugh. Okay. If the glass is on the outside, then the break-in was from the inside.
Shard of glass must have come from that broken window. Now we're starting to get somewhere.
Are we? Are we?
Looks like whoever broke into Rook's window left one of his hairs behind. Apparently our burglar is a Carrot Top. The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this alley all look like they've been licked clean. The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this alley.
I mean, man, I would do anything for one more bottle of chocolate syrup. I get it.
These disgusting piles of trash remind me of Aunt Betty's annual yard sales. An empty bottle of evanescent spring water for those with a higher class of thirst. The baby rum wrapper looks like it was left recently. Yep, still warm.
Baby rum wrapper? Wait.
Baby rum wrapper looks like it was left recently. Yep, still warm.
Is that alcohol for babies? And why would it be warm?
An empty bottle of evanescent spring water.
They could mean anything in this game.
Baby rum wrapper looks like it was left.
Yeah, maybe it's a fake Baby Ruth. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's meant to be a candy bar.
I don't usually enjoy piles of garbage, but they do add a lot of character to this alley.
This game kinda slaps. Although, I'm not a huge fan of the controls.
It's one of those basketballs they used to give away at Weenie World.
Oh man, I'd love to Weenie World basketball.
10 seconds left. Down by 1. Murphy has the ball. He fakes. He drives. It's a 360.
He's foul. Okay. Alright. Alright. We have fun here. Gotcha.
The texture of the pavement surface is a cross between a spilled Coke and sandstone.
That's not anything different? Really? Okay.
The texture of the... Every time I see yellow-gray water oozing out of a gutter, I just can't help but thirst for a cup of coffee from the brew and stew.
Love a good old brew and stew. Okay, so we know that we've got like a size 14 redhead. Anything else? I feel like we've looked at most of the evidence here. There's a lot more alley, I guess. I don't know how relevant all of this area is, though. Let's take a look. Okay, these are all just the same bottles, it seems.
Oh, man! This dumpster smells like 20-year-old mayonnaise, and I ought to know.
That's the cologne I always use.
Well, I'll be darned. Except for the filth and stench, the interior isn't much different than the average studio apartment. In fact, it's nicely furnished. Someone's been living here, and I wonder if he saw anything.
Okay. A lot of chocolate syrup bottles.
Whoa! This antique boombox worked. I bet it'd only play the Bee Gees.
Hold. Come on, play that bad boy.
Probably hasn't worked in years. Hey, there are batteries in here.
Alright. Don't know what we'd need some batteries for. We just threw away that boombox. Come on, Tex. There's gotta be somebody that cares about antiques back in these days.
I wonder if these still work. Tingly tongue. Still got juice.
Okay, Tex is saying he's not a mutant, but he has somehow managed to hit both ends of a D battery to check its power with his tongue. I don't trust Tex too much here.
Wow, a recyclable paper can. Finally, a glimmer of ecological responsibility. I didn't know Rook cared.
Oh, that's fair. He could just pop the whole bad boy in there. Yeah, you know, I never thought about that.
Wow, a recyclable paper can. Finally, a glimmer of ecological responsibility.
Okay. And really? Nothing... So we can open it, but there's nothing in there? Huh.
Wow.
Okay, yep. Weird. Figured since we could open that, there would be a little more.
An empty bottle of evanescent spring. I wonder what all these garbage cans... Whatever's on the other end of this power box must be out of commission. The gauge is as dead as my love life.
I mean, maybe try inviting women out for more than whiskey and a hot dog.
So, Murphy, have you come up with anything yet?
I've got some clues, but I need some more information from you.
Yeah. Oh. What? Okay, I thought that was asking him about that, not just doing it. That was weird.
What else can I help you with, Murphy? It was a beauty. Encrusted with diamonds and rubies and inlaid with gold.
Why did they go to you for it?
It makes me mad as hell that someone would break into the shop. I have a hard enough time making ends meet. I don't know anything about that. Franny's a hot-blooded gal. She and her husband Sal wake up the neighborhood sometimes with their rows.
Alright, let's exit to street, I guess. Maybe we'll, I wanted to look for my gun. I felt like that was maybe important, but it doesn't seem like it's anywhere. The small child that took it and started shooting at me has ran off. Little scamp. Love him.
That great old landmark, the Coit Tower, rises high above the skyline.
Like, if we threw it out our window, which is what we did, you'd think it'd be around here. Well, I mean, that door was on the opposite side of the windows, though, I think. I'm not sure if they'd care to do that. Yeah, that looks like where it would have come out of. Here, let me just...
On the top floor of this place is where I hang my hat.
Yeah.
It's not much, but it's better than... well, it's not much. My trusty 31 Lightning Bolt speeder. I still regret not getting the sunroof option.
Yeah, then my gun would have landed in the car and we'd be fine. It's like, okay, I don't see a gun around here. I'm wondering if we can get our gun back. It seems like it's a big
All
thing.
hell has broken loose since the government stopped requiring products to display those give a hoot, don't pollute symbols.
All right. Well, I don't see our service weapons, so I'm just gonna head back in and see if we can't get some more information on possible suspects in this robbery. Oof. So I wonder how we end a day. Because you can end days and go to new ones, like how it said that our credit card that we applied for legally will come tomorrow. Oh, Jesus Christ, Tex.
All I've ever needed was a soft felt fedora, a well-tailored overcoat, and a comfy pair of sneakers. Some people know what they like, and they stay with it.
Oh, the sneakers to tie it together. Good job, boy. Woo. Woo. Doing the God's work, huh? Alright, let's...
CrimeLink Computer is the only valuable...
CrimeLink Computer it is. So we have no idea about weight or height, really. There we go. Okay, shoe size is here. Jesus Christ. 1, 2... Okay, 1, 2, or 3 eyes is a hell of a thing to put in. Possible matches 100 plus. That seems like a problem for me.
I bought this table so I wouldn't have to sit on the floor when I use my computer.
Well, I guess we better go look at, asking around for more information still.
Chelsea's a hot little number.
Hi, Tex. How's the investigation going? Is there anything I can do to help? Sorry, I haven't heard anything about that. Yeah, you know, I remember Rook told me about the burglary. You know, I remember a stranger hanging around the past couple of days. It might be a dead end, but I seem to remember that the guy had these bright green eyes and a tattoo of an anchor on his arm.
Green eyes, tattoo of an anchor. Alright.
Rook acts like a tough guy, but he's a softie. Just don't tell him that to his face.
Mwah.
Thank you for feeding them.
Of course. Okay, tattoo of an anchor and green eyes. Now playing sexy. Sexy Louie. That's true. She did say eyes, so it could be 2 or 3 eyes, maybe, but probably not 1.
It's all locked up. The only way I'm gonna get inside is by using my innate cleverness or ingenuity, or maybe a key. It's all locked up.
Acme Warehouse.
Yeah, looks like someone's locked the door. Yeah, looks. The Golden Gate Hotel was once known as the Waldorf of the Pacific. Its halls are still sturdy, and the walls have worn well, but there's nobody living inside.
They had fun with this game.
Ardo Newpop is a gigantic goon who works at the front desk at the Golden Gate Motel. Ardo's no rocket scientist. In fact, he probably doesn't even know what a rocket scientist is.
Is he a computer? Boob tube hobnobbing. What?
Anything good on the tube today?
Uh-huh. I'm watching the Captain Wallaby show, and he's so funny.
Okay, so we are seeing this through the eyes of art.
Captain Wallaby, your favorite show?
It's my 3rd favorite show.
Holy
my favorite
shit,
is the
he's huge.
Inspector Burns Fire Safety Show.
Oh, okay. Could name drop and fib. Yeah.
You know, Ardo, Inspector Burns and I are really good friends.
You are? Wow! I'd do anything to meet Inspector Burns.
Wow.
Yeah, old Burnsy's the best. You know, we always play a little game called 20 Questions. You want to play?
Okay. I can answer some questions, but first I have to put on my fire hat because Inspector Burns' Fire Safety Show is going to be on pretty soon.
Fucking don't talk to cops. Tex, what are you doing? Alright, what about this bracelet?
I don't know what that is.
Alright.
I never heard nothing about that.
Dang.
I went to his pawn shop because I thought he would have Inspector Burns action figures, but he didn't, and I got mad at him, so he probably don't like me.
That's alright, fair enough. Those were some options. Okay, so not much around here. Can we go out this way? Probably.
Coit Tower was once a majestic landmark. The wiener stand on the patio at the base of Coit Tower made the best chili dog in town. No one's here right now, though, so I better check back later.
This is my favorite spot for romance. Okay, the electronic shop is closed. What is this place?
Louis Laments runs the Brew and Stew, which is a local hangout.
Okay. I think it was closed, though. It looked like it. Maybe I'm wrong. Kind of hard to tell with the graphics. No, okay, it's open.
Louis Laments runs the Brew. The Brew and Stew is run by Louis Laments, a bloated mutant with a heart bigger than his waistline. Everyone comes to Louis' cafe. So does all the street talk. If something's going on, Louis knows about it.
What can I do for you, Mike?
About a pitcher of beer and the love of a good woman, Louis.
I can't help you with the woman, Mike. Yeah, no problem with the beer, though. Put it on your tab?
Thanks, Louie. I should have some work soon, then I'll be able to pay my tab off first thing.
Don't worry about it, Mike. I know you're good for it.
Dang. I like this Louis guy. Oh, nice.
Rook told me about the bracelet, but I don't know anything more about it. Rook's been robbed before, but he's never had anything really valuable taken. This is gonna set Rook back for a while. Too bad the cops have turned a blind eye.
Them some teeth, man. Woof.
Rook's an ornery old cuss, but me and him are old buddies. We fought in the big war together. He's one person you can trust in these troubled times.
Okay. Well. Okay, we can't go past the radioactivity areas. Now that we have the green eyes and anchor arm, I guess we'll go and put those in for possible suspects. And this pizza bar looks closed, but maybe I'm wrong. Is that what we looked at? How about... Is this a door that opens? It certainly does.
Francesca Lieutenant.
Well, it's that a handsome P.I. Tex Murphy. Have you come to take me away?
Cowboy humor.
How'd you guess? You must have seen my white horse hitched to the railing out front.
Oh my, Mr. Murphy, you certainly know how to excite a girl.
Yeah, if there's one thing that Tex knows to do, it's them, you know, it's the sneakers and, like, jogging pants that really bring it together for a sex appeal. Oh, shatter the fantasy of a lonely woman. I'm not gonna... Hey, Tex needs some love here, too.
Well, that's what I've been told. I almost got my own 900 number before getting into the PI biz.
Well, I certainly would have subscribed. What can I do for you, Mr. Sexy Voice? Can't help you, Tex. I heard that Rook's place got robbed. It scares me to death. There's so much crime in this part of the city. Rook is a tough old geezer. I've known him ever since we opened the Slice of Heaven back in '32. But I can't say I know him very well. Ardo is an overgrown kid. He comes in here for the all-you-can-eat buffet, and I've got to kick him out every time. If I didn't, he'd eat everything we got.
Well, it's not all you can eat. Seems unfair. A fountain lunch. There's something about that that's not super appealing. Oh, so we didn't actually go in the bottom of the hotel Ritz, did we?
On the top floor of this place is where I hang my hat. It's not much, but it's better than...
Okay. Thought maybe there'd be something in the bottom floors, but I guess not. I'm kind of, sort of getting used to the movement here, but it's not amazing. Of course, the constant, like, shifting back and forth between modes is pretty medium, too. Put it
PrimeLink computer is the only...
I do love that he has the software registered to somebody else, too. It's like, yeah, no, I'm still evaluating. Eyes are green. Tattoo. An anchor. Still 100 plus possible matches. Dang. Feels like there's gotta be more info down there then, but maybe we can go in our car somewhere else? There might have been more in the alley. It didn't seem like there was. Okay, these are the only places that we know. Fair enough. So it's just fast travel for those places, and we've already done all that. So there's got to be something else. I mean, there was... I haven't looked at this, really. It looks so abandoned that you'd think there's
Bijou
nothing.
Theater used to be quite a night spot. It was condemned years ago and could collapse any day. There's no way I'm going in there. I heard this newspaper box got destroyed right after Chelsea opened her newsstand. Coincidence?
Kind of love Chelsea.
These fire hydrants are commonly used by the locals to mark territory in front of their respective business establishments.
Okay. Well, I guess that we should go back to the alleyway. We must have missed something. I would think.
That old wooden fence blocks off the alley that runs beside Rook's pawn shop.
So I'm wondering maybe they came from the ladder then? Or like that escape staircase there? Maybe that's what it is. A fire escape. And it's not like it's hard to jump the wooden fence, but I'm just thinking about the ways the video game logic would think about it.
What now, Murphy?
I wonder what all these garbage cans... Well, obviously, the window was broken.
We're gonna get real low. See, like, that looks like something, right?
The texture of the pavement surface is a cross between a spilled Coke and sandstone.
Those little shards look like they came out of something, but I guess not. There was, like, the mark back here. It doesn't even look like we can get back there. Okay. I just saw the mark behind the trash can. Huh. That power box is the...
This is where graffiti novices come to practice. After honing their skills, they move on to places where people actually care if you spray paint their walls. Whoever uses these garbage cans is either a terrible shot or is saving them for that special piece of trash.
Can't open them. There was somebody living back here, supposedly. Like, we saw that in the dumpster, right? So we needed to talk to them. Oh! Well, I believe that we've met our person.
Oh, looks like Mr. Bum is home for the evening.
Yeah, what do you want?
Looks like you're busy drowning your troubles, my good man.
Well, Mr. High and Mighty, what are you, a preacher or something?
Oh god, no.
No, I'm just a man like you who's been down on his luck.
Look at me. I'm crying. Now what is it you want?
Fair enough.
I just want to ask a few questions. First, did you see anything strange last night?
The strangest thing I've seen recently is you trying to get information from me for free, you schmuck.
That's fair.
Oh, looks like...
Good call. See, this guy knows not to talk to the cops.
Oh, no.
Not for free.
Not you again. Look, I'll warn you right now. I'm almost out of chocolate syrup, and I'm not in a good mood.
You know, I just might have something that would improve your ugly mood.
Is that so? Well, what?
You could get a surgery gift certificate? Yeah?
That's not gonna cut it, punk.
Don't make me cut you.
That's not gonna cut it, punk.
Okay. I was gonna say, you know, I mean, I pop these full batteries in my mouth to get the tingles. Maybe you want to
Come
too.
on, that's crap.
Okay, we need a full chocolate sauce. Is one of these full?
An empty bottle of Evanescence. The empty bottles of These are empty. Oh, man. This dumpster smells like 20-year-old. Well, that steep staircase looked really hard to climb.
Okay. I was right about that. Ah! Okay, I should have done that earlier. I thought about it and then just didn't do it. Okay, what is that bottle? That bottle looks different.
An empty bottle of Evanescence.
Nope. Okay. It looks different than all the other ones, though.
An empty bottle of Evanescence.
Yeah, quite a lot. Anything else? There's the recyclable thing, and then just all the same copy-pasted bottles.
I wonder what all these...
Trash cans still can't be opened. Alright, let's go up the ladder, I suppose.
Hey, this door's just painted on. Hey, this door...
So wait, this is just nothing? It's just a painted on door. I'm sorry, what? Huh. Is there anything there? No?
This is where graffiti novices come...
Nope. Huh. Maybe I'll be able to talk to Rook again now that there's been the homeless guy back here.
Judas Murphy, can't you find something else to do besides bothering me?
I mean, I'm trying to solve your crime, man. Yeah,
I don't know anything about that.
God damn it. Really?
She's a honey, ain't she? Makes me wish I was 30 years younger. She knows the black market and has helped me make some connections.
Oh. I like doing crime. Crime man. I mean, okay. So let's find some chocolates? I'm guessing maybe the, like, Bruin stew place? Oh, there's something here. Oh, right. Gotta look down in this mode, go back to interact.
Well, this is a section of the Bay City Mirror. It's a weekly newsletter that covers local goings-on written by mutants for mutants. I'd subscribe if they had a comics page.
Total of inner city pawn shop burglaries over the past 3 weeks now is at 9. Dang. Pawn shop owner Urban Roby did not report the crime until this morning. Innocently a practical joke played at his friend's credit. It was not the case. The second one, not owned by a mutant. Suspects are not actively investigating the crime since both the victims are mutants. Mayor Linder, who is up to re-election this year, will need the mutant vote to retrain his position. Deny the police are dragging their feet. What we're dealing with here is some kind of master criminal. Just hasn't left us anything to work with. All by the same person. A girl goes to a pawn shop, hawks a piece of jewelry for a large amount of cash. Stopper's broken into that same night. So the police do have some evidence, but nobody's saying anything, so we didn't get anything out of that. Dang. Need cash? I kind of do. Oh, we could go to the Oregon Trail Clinic. No, gotta be removed on site. Yeah. They always catch you with that. Found a body. Cause it listed as suicide. They report that it was disfigured. Ooh, and a quarantine. Haiku to a taco. Soft shell taco mine. What meat art thou concealing? Who cares? It's tasty. Dang, that 15-year-old's got a career. Old Jim's Bait Shop. BGA, erupted into hysterics. Texas is just too damn big. Run for your lives before it eats us all. Okay. Grateful Dead tour in its third incarnation is doing a resurrection tour. It's scheduled to run for 3 years, during which they'll pay 1,100 shows, as you'd expect. Why the crusade must be stopped. In the years since World War III, we've seen a growing form of discrimination of malevolent bloom. Oh, we've solved racism and sexism, but not eugenics. Yikes. Crusade for genetic purity. Yeah. The Moonchild, the so-called refugee of the pure. Supposedly a religious retreat where the faithful crusaders go to take part in spiritual ceremonies. It is in reality a symbol of divisiveness. The jewel in the heavens where only a few may go, the rest excluded by condition that did not ask for and cannot change. Paraphrase Shakespeare. I am a mutant. Hath not a mutant hands, organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? If you poison us, do we not die? Playing Caves of Cod, I definitely know all about, like, the, you know, hands, arms, legs, eyes, extra faces, and all the things that mutants get. Oh my god, those officer portraits. So this game is goofy, and it's also trying to maybe go somewhere, which is like... I'll be interested to see if they can actually manage that tightrope. Deliberated for only 3 minutes before presenting a not guilty. The prosecution never convinced us that Mr. Dooley has not always looked the way he does. Oh my god. Ugh. Art and Soul by Albie Tewksbury. Art is not just dead in the Bay Area, it's a rotting corpse. Yikes. Stinking Spoils Emporium, as I want to call it. Artist by the name Logo. The striking thing about the presentation was the artist's hairdo, which closely resembled the dust mop. Wayside, Keith Winthrop's black tie art appreciation fundraiser was not nearly as unbearable as I'd feared it would be. Featured artwork, as always, was despicable. But for once, the hors d'oeuvres didn't make me vomit. Alright, lots of information in that, I think.
What can I get you?
Hey, you got some chocolate?
He's one of the few norms besides you who's eaten here. Seems like a typical cop. A little dim. And not too concerned about what happens in the mutant sections of town.
No, not a regular cop, yeah.
Ever since the crusade started up, the relations between norms and mutants has gone to pot. I've had rocks thrown through my windows, graffiti sprayed on the bricks outside. There's not much I can do, though.
You want to try a slice of my chocolate pie? I can get you a piece to go if you like.
Alright, so now I got some chocolate pie. That seems like it'll be useful. Oh, nice guy.
Chelsea acts tough, but she has to be with all the scum around. And she's as smart as she is pretty. She knows a lot of what goes on in the shadows of this city.
Alright, well now that we got chocolate, I'm going to try and go back to that guy in the alley. Hopefully he's still there. It seems like it might change constantly.
What else can I help you with?
Alright, he's back. It's weird that he wasn't here the first time. That feels strange. Because it hasn't felt like time's really been moving other than this one time.
This isn't a good time for a social call, pump. If I don't get her fixed soon, I'll go insane! Doré mi fasolato.
I don't make a practice of helping out addicts, but I think I've got something that will ease the pain.
Oh, hold out on me, man. If you've got something, let's have it.
This is real weird.
Praise heaven! You brought the ambrosia of life. Ask me anything you want.
Okay.
Wish I could help. I saw someone prowling around the back of the pawn shop last night. It was so dark, I didn't get a good look at him, but I could tell he was huge. Probably 6'3" or 6'4", about 300 pounds.
Okay, it's 6'3", 6'4", couple 100 pounds, 300 pounds?
Nope, don't know a thing about it. I stay out of politics, especially bad politics.
Smart man.
I think Chelsea used to fancy me, till she found out my only true love was chocolate. Damn near broke her heart.
This is a...
Brooke, he leaves me alone. Can't ask for more than that.
hell of a thing. Okay, 6364. How do we end? I'm gonna have to figure out how we end the day too, because I think with that fax machine message is gonna be important. Wait, is that new? There's like, what is this?
The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this.
Is that an empty bottle of chocolate syrup? This white square?
The empty bottles of chocolate syrup lying all around this alley all look like they've been licked clean.
I guess so. Huh. It is licked clean, I guess.
What now, Murphy?
A lot of transitions, and it's a little awkward to keep doing them. I will say. Alright, at least I don't have to walk all the way there. The way you interact with the world is pretty medium on this. Dang, still up over a possible 100 some matches. That's, it's really not helping us a whole lot. Oh, I never... Oh, yeah. Okay, no, I did open that, right? I feel like there's got to be a way to end the day. Inventory, offering, assembling notes. Oh. Oh, you can find note scraps and do them. Okay, and just combine them. Kind of thing. Or rotate them around. Okay. We'll figure that out. Oh! Ah, now that we've got the stuff on the burglary baffling the police, this is actually in the manual. You can then go to the police. And we can just fast travel from here. That's really nice, actually. That's really nice. I should have been doing that more often, because I think I could just go from, like, outside to our office. It's pretty sick. Okay, there's a couple of quality of life things here that are helping with, like, the weird
I haven't seen Mac
interaction.
Malden since the Martian Memorandum case. I remember him as a surly, incompetent, fat-nosed cop. As I step into his office, I can see he's changed.
So a cop.
His nose is even bigger.
Well, if it isn't Tex Murphy. I figured you'd be dead by now.
No, not yet. Actually, I'm working on a case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
Let's hit him back.
Not me. I hear drinking too much is your department.
Hey, I got plenty to drink about. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the ring of pawn robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
Oh, we got a buddy. Okay. Shocked by ineptitude. Let's suck up.
Sounds like we might be looking for the same burglar. Let's compare notes, old buddy.
No chance, Murphy. I don't need you getting in my way. Go play detective somewhere else.
Ah, you piece of shit. Let's try and talk to him again.
Can't you find something better to do than bother me?
Nah. Let's try and...
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm still stuck on this case.
Sure you are. Probably a case of cheap scotch.
Tell you what, help me solve this case I'm working on, and I'll buy you a scotch. And not the cheap stuff.
Bribing a cop, eh, Murphy? Get out of here now, and I might not bust you.
God damn it. Oh, come on. This guy would absolutely take a bribe. It's just too cheap of a bribe. Alright.
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm still stuck on this case.
Sure.
I wish. I couldn't afford a glass of scotch these days.
Well, here our custodial department is hired. Pick up an application on your way out.
God damn it. You fucking
Can't
suck,
you
dude.
find something better to do than bother me?
Sadly, no.
I was planning on it. But you know, I couldn't find your sister or your mom.
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy? It was great to see you. Now get lost!
Listen, I'm working on a burglary case, and I'm looking for a lead.
You and me both, Seamus. The mayor's office is all over me again. You heard about the string of pawn shop robberies? We have no suspects, and I'm catching the heat for it.
Okay.
What you need is San Francisco's best detective on the case.
Yeah? I asked him to help out, but he's busy. Now shove off!
God damn it. Okay. We're getting further on that line, though. You gotta beat him up a little bit, apparently.
Bother me.
I don't mean to.
Sure you are.
I wish.
Well.
Oh god. Okay, Mr. Pathetic didn't work. It was the other one?
No, because I really like to watch your face turn red.
Still the wise guy, eh, Murphy? It was.
Okay, there we go.
Listen, I'm working on a burglary case, and I'm looking.
You and me, the mayor's office is.
So you and your crack team of detectives have no leads?
Of course we have leads, you pots. We know he's a norm, Caucasian, and has AB negative blood. That narrows down our list of suspects to about 1 million. Now get out of my hair. I got work to do.
Alright, ha! We suckered him in. Gotcha. Okay, Norm, Caucasian, and AB. Also, he... Still 100 plus? Dang. Wait, oh, we did have AB blood. Still 100 plus. God damn. I mean, makes sense. There's a lot of... You would think that this is not actually a lot to go on still. No, buddy, you can't have my coffee. Okay. I wasn't taking that from you to be mean and let you have some of it. I was moving it because it's an empty coffee mug. Like a little bit of coffee in the bottom of it, probably. And you don't need to have a little coffee. You don't need to have a lot of coffee. You don't need to have any coffee. But he wants the coffee. I know, but he can't have the coffee. It's not good for the kitty. That gives us some info, but... Oh wow, this just gives you full hints. Oh. I can apparently get Mac at the police station to talk about the Martian case? Okay, and it'll cost us points to do it. I do like those hint systems. I think that's nice, because it just lets you go and figure out, like, because who gives a shit about points? And it's nice that it lets you get an idea of where to go. I always liked that kind of thing, rather than phone this tip line, which was a little more obnoxious. Try one more time to talk to him. All these characters are pretty amazing.
Can't you find something better to do than bother me?
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm
sure you are.
I wish.
Oh,
well,
right. I realized. Wrong thing to do.
Can't you?
I don't.
Sure you are.
Not me.
Hey, the mayor's up.
So you.
Of course. That narrow.
Yeah. Okay. And there's just nothing else. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. This is way better than what I was doing. Why didn't I do that?
Coit Tower was once a...
Okay, and it just kicks us out. Okay, now knowing this travel system a little bit better, this is a lot nicer than having to walk around.
Judas Murphy, can't you find something else to do besides bothering me?
Talk to him a little bit more again.
I don't know anything about that. Don't get me started. That movement is nothing but a hate machine. The Civil War's on the horizon because we mutants can't sit around and take the discrimination anymore. Those crusading fools have started something too big to control. It makes me mad as hell that someone would break into the shop. I have a hard enough time making ends meet. It was a beauty. Encrusted with diamonds. She's a honey.
Oh yeah, he talked about her having black market connections.
That depends on whether you're here to help me or to irritate me. Strikes me as a village idiot. He came by one time to see if I had any Inspector Burns action figures. I told him I'd never heard of these Burns characters and thought the kid was gonna tear my damn head off. Franny's a hot-blooded gal. She and her husband Sal wake up the neighborhood sometimes with their rows. Louis and I go way back. We ran guns to Ethiopia before World War III, then fought in the same regiment during the war. After the war, Louis opened the Brew and Stew and told me about this shop, which I bought for a song, and then I started my own pawn business.
Okay, we did look at Rusty's, didn't we? No, Rook's. Right. Rusty's was... So that's the pizza place. There's the Brew and Stew. Rusty's was closed. I remember correctly. Let's just take a look around. Oh, is Rusty's? It's this place, isn't it? Yeah, Rusty's Fun Masks. Huh. Oh, wait. I have an idea. It's alright, just do a little crime.
It's all locked up.
Oh, hey! It's kind of like my gun. Nothing else about it, just... Okay. Suction dart crossbow.
A couple of empty old packing boxes.
Balloon magic. What we got here?
Looks like some kind of in-house television.
Oh no, you've seen this one before. It's a train wreck, but at least functional? This isn't a train wreck. This has been great.
Hi, kids. It's me, Inspector Burns. And as we all know, fire can be our friend, but fire can be our foe. So many times, fires start so carelessly. And what can fires do? Fires burn you. Never, never light matches. No, no, no. Fire is dangerous. Fire made me look like this. Do you want to look like me? No, no, no. Don't look like Inspector Burns. Don't play with matches.
Inspector Burns. I always thought he was a freak, but the kids love him. So does Ardo.
You alright?
Looks like my 4th grade teacher. Wow, the limited edition Daryl Hannah wig and mannequin set.
Dang, wig and mannequin?
I'll bet this is a real popular mask. Why, it's Mr. Sloppy Lasagna Eater. Oh, this is a scary mask. Well, this must be Mr. Grimm. He's...
Oh boy.
Whoa! For a second there, I thought someone had decapitated Inspector Burns and left his head on the floor. What a great mask.
Ah, we could probably talk to Ardo with this? Pretend to be Inspector
These weapons
Burns.
are all made of plastic. All bark and no bite. They're completely useless.
Dang, and us without our gun. Really needed a new weapon.
Well, I have no idea what I'd ever do with a stacking ring, but what the heck.
You know, I'm robbing the place. Might as well rob it.
These weapons are all made of plastic.
Right? Like, I mean, you know.
These weapons are...
Well, now that we've got the mask, we don't need to play with matches.
This wig probably sells well during the Bay Area Yodeling Festival. A mask of the king? That's blasphemy! God. This wig must be quite popular with shy people. Whoa, this wig would even make someone like...
Dang, I better grab it. What is... Okay, I think that's just like a piece of... There's like this weird artifacting or something there.
A mask of the...
Okay.
This wig must...
What is that? That's a key, isn't it?
Maybe this key fits in that employee.
Haha. Little bit of pixel hunting. Although it was not super hidden. Yeah, I haven't found this game to be a mess at all, Larian. It's been more than a little wild sometimes, but generally in kind of a fun way.
Posters in here tell you more than you'd ever care to know about film processing. A plastic suction dart can be formidable ammo in the hands of an expert like myself.
Loaded and ready to bear.
Posters in here tell you... Why in the world would Rusty keep a barrel of toxic acid?
I think I found Rusty.
Oh, lordy. Well, this is where Rusty ended up. What a way to go. I'm willing to bet he didn't crawl in here on his own. Someone murdered him.
I mean, you never know. Maybe
Posters
he just
in here tell you more than you'd ever care to know
wanted to
about
warm
film
up.
processing.
A little bit of acid. Okay. Well, that seems maybe a little more important to worry about the murder rather than the burglary now. Maybe he just jumped in there as a bit. He does have a fun house. Is that a camera in there?
Ooh, a small nozzle. Probably a helium dispenser used for filling balloons.
Okay. Interesting. Filling balloons. We don't have anything that would matter for that, do we? I think so.
That door leads out to the street.
That's true. The murder isn't a paying case. Rusty says, clean up your mess. I don't think Rusty's saying much anymore, actually. Finally, I can have, some romance.
Can't get over how lifelike this doll is. If it didn't have a hook on the back and a battery compartment, I'd swear it was Rusty himself.
I see. Good thing we got these D batteries. Okay, so now we combine it with the Inspector Burns mask, and we can make an Inspector Burns, huh? No? Really? Alright, well, we now have our Rusty real doll. Hey, maybe hopefully we managed to fill out that application for fraud in Rusty's name. That'd be perfect right now. Should we maybe talk to the cops about the murder? Maybe let's go see Chelsea at the newsstand. There's got to be a way to end the day. Because it's something important about, like, day one and stuff. So maybe it just happens
What
at a
can I
certain
do for
point?
you, Tex?
I don't know. Well, we can't mention anything about Rusty. Really. Huh.
Wish I could help you there, Tex. The crusade is big. I mean, much bigger than most people know. They have operatives all over, and then these huge sections of the Norm population are joining. Well, they say it's a religion, but they encourage the members to be violent and prejudiced towards others.
So it's a religion. I see. I guess that we go and see the cop? I feel like we've got a thing to mention.
Can't you find something better to do than bother me?
I don't mean to bother you, but I'm still...
Sure you are.
Not me.
Hey, the mayor's office.
So you and your...
That narrows down.
Okay, yeah. Not gonna tell him about it at all. How about, weird. So I broke into this place and found a dead body in a vat of acid. Weird that we can go to all these places, but we can't immediately go to the, place with Ardo. That hotel. And there is a spot here that looks like it's empty. Huh. I'm gonna go to Slice of Heaven real quick here, too.
What can I get for you, handsome?
Wink, wink, nudge,
I
nudge.
think your sauce might be a little too rich for me. I just want to ask a couple of questions.
Chelsea is a nicer girl. Sal tries to flirt with her, but she doesn't give him the time of day. Me and Sal got married too young, and it's been up and down ever since. I've had enough of his drinking and the womanizing, and I divorce him in a second, but he's got a couple of buddies who are top lawyers. If I had some hard evidence he's screwing around, I could divorce him and get a decent settlement.
Alright, gotta figure out a way to implicate Sal in something nasty.
Sorry. That's that religion for norms only? It makes me sick. I heard that Rook's place...
Yeah, we talked about all that.
Ardo is...
Ah, the once majestic Chandler Avenue. There's...
You'd think that it would let us fast travel to the Golden Gate Hotel as the one place? Like, we did go in here, so I don't know.
I heard that Ardo shuts the place down every once in a while to do fire safety up.
Oh.
I heard that Ardo...
So it's shut down now. Interesting.
I heard that Ardo...
So some kind of time is going past. Does that mean that we can get in here, maybe?
The Acme warehouse is the former... Yeah, looks like someone's... Yeah. I had a set of stacking rings just like this one when I was a little guy. Even has a small hole in it, just like the rings I had. Man, fill one of these with water and you can chuck it a mile.
Ah, wait, I know what I can do with that. I don't know why I'd want to do it, but I know what I can do with it. So, I guess we go back to Rusty's. This is one of the problems that I have with... Okay, it's kind of fun that they have you walking down the street past her and stuff. It's one of the problems that I always have with most adventure games, that you kind of just go like, well, I know that this interacts with this. I don't know why I'd care about that, but I do know that it's a thing.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Really?
Well, that's not gonna work.
I figured I could fill it with helium.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Interesting. Why do I use the suction cart? Which we did. So we did all of this. Except for the Martian thing was... That's not at all what you do. So we've done everything that these hints mention. We could always go for a new one. I never actually asked for any of those. That's weird.
Ooh, a small nozzle. Probably a helium dispenser used for filling balloons.
Let me just see. The hint system, using the hint system. How about ending the day? It's nice that it does have a separate volume for both music and dialogue, especially since we needed it, because boy was it bad. Oh, you can also do an easy game option. Huh. That's kind of nice. So you can just do it as, like, more straight story. Opening and passing through doors, climbing, climb stairs, just walk to them. Yeah, yeah. Huh. Looking at the manual and trying to see. Doesn't seem like there's a end the day thing. So it might just happen at a certain point. Frequently asked questions. Why did it take 4 CDs to make this game? Oh my god. Wow. I mean, 1994, 4 CDs is a hell of a lot. This was 2.3 gigabytes of data. Wow. Oh, you can, if you have enough extended memory, you can add digital drums to your track. Nice. Apparently in here? I didn't see the digital drums as an option. Yeah, FMV where it wasn't canned twitching in a voiceover, but actual video. Yeah. No, it was really, really big. I get that. I can see why it would be. It's just... Dang. Why does it say that there was... See page 37 for more information about the digital drums thing. Weird. Huh. So highlight a device and use the up and down arrows. Pour if you have enough memory. The digital drums box will appear. Oh, we don't have enough memory apparently. Sure. Should have made a better computer. I think that I might just go ahead and use the hint system here real quick. Well, these are all the things that we've done. I did that. I entered in all of these. Am I really? Because we did do all that. All right, let's fast travel to our office. They've got a great sense of place of like even having you get in your car, just walk down the thing. Maybe you just double check that I entered them correctly. That's what I'm wondering. So we know that they're a normie. Caucasian male, 600, almost 500 pounds, sure. Red hair, green eyes, blood type. Maybe I need to do the number of eyes or something? Nobody said anything about scars or missing limbs. I don't feel like we missed any information on that. Okay, yeah, which... Huh. I thought that he just said AB blood. We can talk to the cop again real quick. It's really easy to go through the stuff now that we know how to do it.
None.
Hey, I got mayor's up.
So you and your...
Of course we have leads.
Oh, it was AB negative.
That
You're
narrows
right.
down our list of
Okay, you're right. I thought it was just AB. Maybe that's the key. You just noticed the private dick? He seems more of a public dick, but I don't know. That didn't change a lot.
Chelsea's a hot little number.
You know, I remember Rook told me about the burglary. You know, I remember a stranger hanging around the past couple of days. It might be a dead end, but I seem to remember that the guy had these bright green eyes and a tattoo of an anchor on his arm.
Okay. So we got that.
Sorry.
We saw the glass shard and got the redhead. Got the footprint. Talked to her about the burglary. Talked to the cop. I guess we can talk to the guy in the alley again? Maybe I missed a clue there? Huh.
Ask away. I saw someone prowling around the back of the pawn shop last night. It was so dark, I didn't get a good look at him, but I could tell he was huge. Probably 6'3" or 6'4", about 300 pounds.
I feel like I've done everything I'm supposed to.
Sorry.
That is literally all the things that we could have done. All right, I'm just gonna see more here. Green eyes, tattoo of anchor. Getting Mac to talk about the Martian case will get you halfway there. Yeah, everybody keeps on talking about that. Wait, what's like AAC? Six 4. Okay. Unlock door to the back room. Open the tank. Oh, there's a balloon inside of Rusty's, apparently? Well, that's okay. Supposedly, I have all of the information that I need for this. Even the walkthrough that I just saw says this is all the info. It was just 2 eyes? Okay. I guess we had to assume the 2 eyes instead of 3. Considering that there's mutants, they just say eyes. Nobody says 2 eyes. And there's a bunch of other things too about like scars and stuff. So how do you know which one to pick? That kind of sucks. Mick Flem. The only 2-eyed, 300-pound, red-haired man in all of San Francisco? San Francisco. Oh, 3 eyes. Yeah, right, because they're a norm. So yeah, they wouldn't have 3 eyes because they're probably not a mutant. Yeah, burglary, mail fraud. Sounds just like us. We've done that already too. I guess it's not burglary. Well, okay, we did steal stuff from inside. Yeah, no, it would be burglary since the Rusty stuff. Yeah. Whereabouts of Mick Flem are unknown at this time. So PD are interested in questioning him about the recent disappearance and suspected murder of Rusty Clown. It is likely that Flem and Rusty were working together when Flem was arrested for illegally importing Asian novelty items. Flem might have murdered Rusty to get revenge for letting him take the fall. This has been supported by a street informant, Beak Nariz. Claims to have seen Flem within the last few weeks. Nariz reported seeing Flem in an extremely intoxicated state, apparently hallucinating, saying that Rusty's clown's ghost was out to get him. It's not what I expected. Yeah, also, Two Eyes dropped the possible suspect list to 100 plus to 1. There's a lot of one-eyed, 300-pound, red-haired, green-eyed people with anchor tattoos running around San Francisco. Non-mutants, specifically. One-eyed for other reasons. Lots of, like, just weird eye accidents. He's got 2 eyes because he's got those glasses on. He's been thinking safety this whole time. Those glasses made his eyes positively disappear. No, they kept them from disappearing. We know that. Otherwise, he'd have 1 eye. Like everyone else. Well, I did miss one thing. In Rusty's Funhouse, apparently. I didn't look down in the sink. God. Okay, is that a crack or is that something? I should look.
The sink must have been used for developing photos.
Okay.
The sink.
That's just an artifact of some kind, sure. I now have a helium balloon. Because, can I put the mask over it? I'm wondering what they want for that. Look, it's a creeper picture hole. It's actually supposedly a helium dispenser is the idea, which I thought the same thing as you. I was like, oh, that is obviously a security camera, so you can figure out the murder that way and look at, like, some evidence on a camera. Nope. Sure fucking ain't.
Rusty, the clown from hell. No wonder this place went under. Probably scared off all his business.
I mean, there's also the whole murder of him, too. That might do it. Let's go. They talked about how Chelsea knows everybody.
That door leads out to the...
Go talk to Chelsea, the newsstand lady. That's true. Now we can ask everybody questions in newsstand voice. And it might work as a better pickup line for Chelsea than, hey, you want to go for whiskey and hot dogs? How do I more? Oh, there? Yeah, okay.
Oh, I remember Rusty. He had a kid show on TV when I was young. I hated the show. That clown makeup always scared me. Wish I could help you there, Tex. Oh yeah, I know Beak. If you want to talk to him, you might try hanging out around Coit Tower.
Okay.
I walk up the steps to Koi Tower and spot a small figure lurking in the shadows. In the half-light, I can see only the person's profile, but it's definitely Beak. As I walk towards him, he glances around, then approaches me warily, like a vegetarian sizing up a pot pie.
That's a
What are you staring
distinctive
at?
thing. I mean, there can be vegetarian pot pies, I would think. I mean, but maybe that's why they'd be like, oh, is this actually a veggie pot pie? Like, you know, like they do. Yeah, that old saying. Listen, we're just not used to San Francisco 2042 slang.
You must be Beak Nerys.
Huh? Yeah, that's me. But I ain't smelled you before. Who are you?
Look, he's got a beak, I'm guessing, basically. Excuse me, sorry.
I'm someone who'd like to make a deal for some information.
What's that? Deal? Well, I'm listening. What you got?
That's a great question. I've got this real life clown doll. Wait, surgery gift certificate? That's kind of horrible as a thing.
Okay, I can use this. My nose has started sagging lately. Makes it hard to breathe. Now, what kind of info you looking for, huh?
Alright, let's go
Mick Flam's rap sheet would take a day to read. He's a fat scum, and he's an idiot to boot. That's why he's always getting caught. He's been busted for burglary, mail fraud, arson, you name it. Everyone knows he operates out of the Snow White warehouse, but don't tell him.
Okay, so he's in that locked warehouse, sure.
I think he's dead, and I'll bet Mick Flam had something to do with it. Word was the two of them were smuggling illegal novelty items from Hong Kong, and Rusty crossed Flam. Ever since Rusty disappeared, Flam has had a terrible fear of clowns. Bozophobia. I once saw Flam pretty drunk, and he said he had nightmares of Rusty's ghost coming back to haunt him from the grave. He was completely terrified.
Well, I know where to use the weird clown doll.
Rook's pawn shop was robbed by a two-bit crook named Mick Flam. He and his girlfriend have knocked off half a dozen pawn shops over the past month. The girl goes to a pawn shop and hawks a bracelet for a decent amount of cash. Then Flam breaks into the pawn shop and steals the bracelet, along with anything else he finds. The bracelet is the bait Mick Flam uses for the pawn shop robberies.
Well, this guy is useful.
Anyone with a hunker like that can't be all bad. Malden's no rocket scientist, but I hear that he's not on the take. I've helped him out a couple of times.
Oh,
so
we
he
got a
leaves me alone.
snitch. Let him have it.
Chelsea! Smart girl and a real looker to boot. She's got a cute little nose.
Alright, well that was a lot of information. So how would I get in here is the question. It just opens now. Okay. As you'd expect. Sure. Why not?
If this is Mick Flem's hangout, he'll probably be back soon. I better try and set some sort of trap for him.
Sure. Little awkward that it just opens now.
Yummy. A bottle of turnip schnapps. I'll bet it's got a real kick.
Dang, empty too.
I'll have to remember this stack of 2x4s when I get a...
Oh god. Tex Murphy definitely seems like the type of dude to make furniture out of cinder blocks and 2x4s for his,
That old piece of
office
plywood
there.
doesn't seem to be doing much of...
Oh, I opened the other side of the box. Okay. Fair enough. I see. I'm wondering if I can use it on the doll, but I mean, I obviously want to use the doll to just get him because he's afraid of Rusty himself, right? Maybe just open this up and turn off all the lights.
Locked.
They locked the breaker? Does that? Yeah, I guess warehouses, yeah. If anything. The Pandora Directive may be one of the best adventure games of all time, and it was released on DOS. Was it? I'm pretty sure this is the only Tex Murphy. Like, I thought that this was the last Tex Murphy DOS game. I thought. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, this is actually a storage compartment. Looks like...
Okay. Everything needs a damn key. So where's the key? Nothing there. Not like underneath or anything. There's been some pixel honey things so far, so let's see. There's definitely something up the stairs. Ah, I see. Whoa. Just stumbling around a little bit. Your old pal Tex has had a couple of those turnip schnapps. Key from warehouse. Cool. I have an idea for where that might go.
Hopefully this isn't a self-destruct lever. The sound is coming from up on the landing. Looks like the on-off switch.
Okay. I'm guessing that we put the clown on the hook. Oh, and...
Well, this is actually a storage.
Okay, we totally use that key and it's just gone, huh? Can we take it out of the door here? Nope, doesn't want to get stuck in there. Huh. Alright, we'll go put the clown on the hook. It's a normal Saturday for old Tex. Oh god, that is fast.
I'll have to turn off the pulley before I can...
God damn it. Okay. Should have realized. Wrong order. It'd be pretty funny if Mick Flem comes back in the middle of us, like, sticking a clown doll on a hook. God damn. Nope. Alright, I got it. I got it.
The heavy footsteps I hear must be Phlegm. Luckily, my rusty trap's all set. I'll need to find a hiding place as close as possible to the pulley control box.
Okay. Oh god. Yeah, I'm trying. I mean... Right? Do I... No?
I could probably fit inside this crate, but there are a bunch of nasty looking...
Okay. Well...
Where am I? Is this a dream?
Not quite, Murphy. You are dead.
Dead?
Aww.
Wow. Then you're the big PI in the sky?
That's right, Murphy. But now is not the time for you to be here. Your life must be restored so that you may fulfill a higher purpose. There is a vast and malignant evil at work on the earth, and fate, for some reason that even I cannot fathom, has chosen you to oppose it.
But why me?
I'm no more thrilled about it than you are. Nevertheless, your fate has been decided. I will do what I can to help you make your way, but only you can fulfill your destiny.
This is a fun shot.
Now, go back and try not to get yourself killed
They
again.
did some work to get the backlight and smoke
You will
machine
know
and everything for
when time
this.
is at hand. Allow me to remind you of PI rule number 2. Hide from people carrying guns. Who do you think you are? Me?
It's a little obnoxious to have that, because it's...
Well, this is actually a...
It's not exactly easy. Like, this being timed is kind of rough.
The rusty doll looks great on the pulley.
Like, I've gotten a little bit used to the movement. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not, like, conducive to quick, easy turning and stuff. Like, it's, you know...
That old piece of plywood.
Okay, so where the fuck would I, like, just hide behind here? Is, like, how am I close to it without...
Great smells.
Okay, I want to get that. Maybe I just save again.
Locked. Well, that's not gonna work.
Interesting. Just thought I'd check that one too. Yeah, where is a hiding spot here? I mean, like, just... Nope.
The heavy footsteps I hear must...
Do I just sit here and then... Ooh. Ooh, come on. Oh, God. Oh, fuck it. There. Maybe?
Hopefully this isn't a self-destruct. Hopefully this isn't a...
I'm not hidden. Oh. Okay. So crouching behind there was okay. Okay, and it just automatically does it.
It's me, Rusty Kids, and I'm here. Mommy's come back.
Perfect. No notes.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Evil's defeated.
Nick ran off without his keys.
Aha.
The strong box is too sturdy to break open. I'll need the key.
Which is not on the keys that we just got. There's another key. Another key. God damn it. Okay, none of that matters. Really? Huh. And yeah, making fun of your players has never been amazing.
Whoa, the glow-in-the-dark rusty clown doll looks pretty spooky dangling up there in the dark.
Dark.
Whoa, the
Good old spookum. So if we go out of here, do we now see a imprint on the outside of the warehouse? I wonder. Let's go take a look. Doesn't look like there's anything else in here. I mean, we can take the strong box with us, so it would make sense that that's it, right?
I'm telling you, it's impossible. It can't be done. I've tried everything.
Prophecy is very clear. We can't go on till this step is completed. Surely your unique skills give you opportunity.
My ability has gotten us nowhere. Capricorn got there before me. They're always one step ahead of me. It's like they can read my mind.
We can't let them stop us. Maybe we can use your skills on someone else. I've made inquiries. And if he hasn't gotten himself killed, maybe he's just what we need. Murphy. Tex Murphy.
Day 2. These are fun intros, too. This game has a lot of style.
I feel better today than I've felt in a long time. Boy, did I stun Rook when I walked in and handed him that bracelet. Okay, so getting the brace back doesn't make me Detective of the Year, but it does stimulate the confidence glands. Maybe I can succeed at this business and turn my career around.
Maybe I'm not a
gonna do
piece of
that.
shit.
I better do something about my fax machine. Who knows how many new opportunities I've missed to show the world my greatness.
Oh, it's true, though. We should commit that fraud first. Good thing we've got that credit fraud to get us through the day. Oh, sweet. My card.
Oh boy, mail.
Excellent.
Ah, my own personal credit card. I'll need this to get in the electronics shop next door.
Alright, I think we're about ready to rank this one for now. I feel like we've gotten a good idea of how this thing plays out. Alright, is there a Kool-Aid man in the wall by the warehouse? Over here. I don't think there is. Yeah, it doesn't match up geometry-wise. Dang. That'd have been a great addition. Hey, I need a fax machine.
Well, that's not gonna work.
Do I not?
This is the brand new
Okay, it looks like...
This is the brand new electronic shop outlet.
Said that I could use this to get in. Oh, maybe, right, of course.
Well, that's not gonna...
No. Huh.
Ah, my own personal...
I'll need it to get into it. Intriguing. There's nothing else. Like, it looks like that's like a card slot. I guess not. Let's use our 4 points. I'm just kind of curious. Game? Hey, excuse me. The fuck game?
This electronic shop outlet has just moved into the neighborhood. I've heard that the manager's name is Ham Underwood. Everyone knows they sell overpriced junk, but it is conveniently located. An
Boy,
old
I love my old
1286 with an ancient super duper Wowzer VGA monitor.
Wow.
Well, that's either a model of a space station or a 4-pack of mineral water. Ooh, Plan 9 flying saucers. Very cool.
Jimmied the lock right in front of that employee. I don't think we jimmied the lock. We used the credit card to get in. The credit card is for the electronics shop, so I think you scan it is the
Looks
thing.
like a core sample from an old sofa.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Various connectors, accessories, and doodads.
You do not
Probably
want to
good
get a
for
core sample of a
decoration.
lot of the sofas that I've had.
Now that's interesting. Looks like an alien pineapple. This must be the new 10-key laser printer pop-up toaster unit. I don't know what this is, but it's got a real nice handle.
Man, I'd always love to get a combination toaster laser printer.
An imitation chocolate keyboard. The perfect Valentine gift for that special computer nerd.
Uh-huh.
A remote control flying saucer.
Ooh.
A remote control flying saucer, huh? The Rodent Tracker 8000, just like on TV. Because household pests never build up an immunity to bullets.
Oh, shit. We lost our gun. Hey, can you give me that robot? I might need it.
Looks like some kind of space chicken. The fax machine's so outdated it doesn't even have a brand name. And it's better than nothing. I can't get that while the force field...
Oh, of course, right. The force field.
The fax machine's so...
Give me my credit card. Perfect. Let's go talk to this man real quick.
That pudgy computer dweeb really has a battered head.
I don't think Tex has anything to talk about here.
You here to do more shopping?
Oh, you bet, because there sure is a lot of neat stuff in here.
Well, go ahead and look around. If you see something you like in the blue light special box, just insert your card. We'll be happy to bill you later.
I tried not to stare, but it threw me off when I saw how cross-eyed Ham Underwood is. I'll have to keep in mind that anything he says is on the left is probably on the right.
Wow, what a prick. Tex is such an asshole. I kind of love him. It fits the character more
This
than
is something
a lot
called
of adventure
Future
game
Crate.
assholes.
It must hold more stuff than plain old crates. Ah, it's the plasma ball, the season's hottest new toy. Unfortunately, it cost $18,039.99.
But this is 2042. With inflation, that's only like 180 bucks. Just Tex is broke, you know. Alright, well, we got our fax machine. Let's go hook it up. I've definitely been more hooked on this than I expected, because a lot of the adventure games, I would say, are generally not my bag, even though we do
As soon as I
have...
hook up the new fax machine, a fax prints out. Finally. Maybe this is a real case, the kind you get paid for. Ooh.
Even though we have Day of the Tentacle up at the top of my DOS-cider list, I'm not generally a, like, adventure game kind of person too much. I'm not super into the point and clicks. I wouldn't have said. But this one's been really good. It's so goofy that I can't help but love it. I love my FMV. There's a reason that Command & Conquer is so high, too. You recommend me as someone capable of handling delicate matters with competence and discretion. Prepared to pay you handsomely. Alright, we got an address. I do need to see this. I do need to see a little bit of the Countess.
The Countess Rainier. That name smacks of money. Hopefully she doesn't want to hire me to find her lost poodle. As I land my speeder, I see my dream house, only bigger. The butler is a tall, thin man, about 70. He tells me the Countess is expecting me and shows me into a large, lavishly furnished drawing room.
And the Countess Rainier. Please, have a seat.
Thank you. You know, I pictured you being, well, older and heavier.
No one is born old, Mr. Murphy. Now, shall we discuss our business while we're still young?
Oh, by all means. Pardon my interruption.
Your services have been recommended to me by a trusted friend who prefers to remain anonymous. Suffice it to say that your unique abilities are what I need right now.
I don't have any
Which
unique
of my
abilities.
unique abilities?
Wait, I have abilities?
I'm sure you have many unique abilities. The one I would hire you for is your talent of locating people and things.
That's not unique.
I've been told this talent has made you some friends and many enemies.
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, Countess, but wasn't it Roy Rogers who once said, "You can't please all the people all the time"?
Save your homespun humor for a more gullible woman. What I'm asking you to do may make you very unpopular with some people.
Exactly how unpopular are we talking here?
Let me give you some background information, then you can decide for yourself. Some time ago, a family heirloom was stolen from this bungalow. I do keep most of my valuables on my estate in Europe, but on this visit, I brought the piece to show a friend. Within hours of my arrival, I found it stolen, and I have made extensive inquiries trying to retrieve it, but I found out nothing.
Well, I'm sure you have more resources, talking about cash, than I do. You should be able to buy all the information you need. What makes you think that I can help you?
Oh, I don't. I remembered what my friend had told me about you after I had exhausted every other option.
Oh no, I think you're a gigantic piece of shit. But, I don't know, somebody else thinks you can help.
Referring to me as your last option could automatically double my fee.
I already planned on paying you much more than your usual fee. I'm a wealthy young woman, Mr. Murphy. To give you an idea, the stolen artifact alone is worth more money than you could earn in 10 lifetimes.
Oh, we'll see about that when I win the clearinghouse sweepstakes.
How quaint. Let's not waste any more time. I need some work done, and I'll pay you well for it.
Well, in my experience, getting paid well is a relative term.
Your obsession with money is appalling.
Oh, I have any number of appalling traits, but I am a good PI.
Well, if you prove to be as good as you think you are, I'll pay you a $30,000 finder's fee.
Wow, we could almost get 2 toys.
Well, let me think about it. Okay,
A
I'll
hot
do
one
it.
for this
In fact,
year.
I'll even mow your lawn at no charge.
Try to control yourself, Mr. Murphy. I'll expect you to focus all of your energies on this job, and the methods you use to retrieve the artifact are of no interest to me. But as more time elapses, the less likely it is that the item will be found, and for that reason, I must require you to find it and to return it to me within 1 week. And after that, there will be no finder's fee available to you.
Do you pay time and a half after 40 hours? That's a joke.
I have stated my conditions. As to the artifact itself,
Yeah, that's really
it is
working,
a
Tex.
beautiful
Just keep
statuette
going.
made of crystal and shaped in the form of a bird. It has been in my family for countless generations, and as I said, it is extremely valuable. There are many collectors who would stop at nothing to own it. Whoever stole the statuette would undoubtedly have gone to the black market and offered it to the highest bidder.
I think I saw that statuette you're talking about. Someone was selling it on the Home Shopping Network. Boy, I had no idea.
Yeah, no, I
I
said to just keep going. He's listening.
You make jokes, but you cannot possibly know how rare and valuable the statuette is. And now that you have all the necessary information, we'll end this charming visit. Don't bother contacting me until you have the statuette in your possession. And if you are successful in your search, it could change my opinion of you considerably. My valet will give you a retainer of $1,000 on your way out. Goodbye, Mr. Murphy.
I didn't tell the Countess, but I would have done damn near anything for $30,000. Now I've got to find.
I think that she knew. I get the feeling. Somehow, I think she knew. The stink of desperation off of Tex is almost as much as the stink of Tex. Just in general. Well, if we need to have some contraband, we gotta go see Chelsea. And with that, I'm gonna save it here. We'll see about maybe coming back to this one and finishing it up. But for now, we've had a nice long stream. I need to go and get some food. And I need to rank Tex Murphy under a killing move. This is one where I almost need to see the rest of the story to fully rank it. But hey, I can go by my heart, as we've often done. I like where it's going so far. It's been interesting. There's a lot of really goofy and fun FMV in this. as Larian was saying, or was it J-Dub? Yeah, J-Dub said, like, these games have a lot of love put into them. You can definitely feel that. They're having some fun. I really liked this one. The transitioning around was a little obnoxious. Like, it is a bit annoying walking around places, but once I was not an idiot and actually went ahead and learned the travel system, that got, like, mostly alleviated, I would say. I'm not, like, too down on that. Like, looking up, looking down, trying to pixel hunt for things is also not amazing. But once I learned that, like, we didn't have a lot of problems finding out where things were. Like, the pixel hunt stuff hasn't been too bad. The hint system's actually really nice. As a non-puzzle game kind of person generally, or at least non-adventure game, I do like the addition of those systems, because so many of these games, like, especially think of, like, Sierra, their hint system is, hey, we got a phone line for you. Only $10 an hour. You know, yeah. This one just, you know, removing points. It's like, okay, well, fine. Like, that's okay. Yes, even if it was a bit scuffed, having the separate dialogue and music options was really good. Like, some of their options are fantastic. Honestly, having a volume slider at all kinetic is, like, wildly out of place for the time. When I went into configure, I was like, well, there's obviously not any volume No, there absolutely was some volume options. Also, I just realized the music's probably very, very loud because I've changed all of the properties on that. Just weirdly, people had so many issues early on with this. I'm gonna turn that down a bit. It's not drowning me, but it wants to. Yeah. Although now it's really quiet. Okay, let me just see something. I don't know what is going on with my audio here. Let's go. That might help it a little bit. No, now it's like dead silent. Weird. Oh, no, that's better. Okay, I'll look at the lines there. I'll fix it later. I've got to worry about the end of this. I'm getting sidetracked. There's not a lot that I had to say that's bad about this game. I'd say I'm guessing that it gets into some, well, it was the 90s kind of humor and stuff sometimes. Like, there's a couple of characters that I've been like, but it hasn't gotten too bad on any of that yet, so I'm not, like, I don't think I can take points off too much from that. This was just kind of a blast, honestly. I had a really good time with this. Saves itself in a lot of those cases by using mutants instead of directing real marginalized people. That doesn't fully save them from it, but it is at least, like, saying that racism is bad. Which, I mean, low bar, I know, but considering... Yeah, better way to phrase it. Yeah, but the 90s were happy to cross that line a lot of the time. That's true. That's true. It's got the right blend of goofy and, like, a semi-serious story in some ways so far. And as annoyed as I was at the time for, like, needing to put in the, like, eyes in the computer, I still think that, like, the one eyes versus two eyes thing could have maybe been made clear. Just because, it's possible to lose an eye and not be a mutant, right? Hey! Thank you, McGurgantanor. I'm just about to end. We're doing DOS-cider, ranking some DOS games. Specifically, Tex Murphy. But I liked the fact that you did have to, like, deduce the number of eyes. Like, that was smart. I was just too dumb, assuming that it would just all have to actually be laid out and you would need to put in all the information. Like, thinking about it as, like, oh, okay, well, if they're not a mutant, they're gonna have the regular number of eyes, is something that, like, I think that's kind of interesting to have to deduce that as, like, the final clue kind of thing. I don't hate that as much now that that was kind of pointed out. I'm like, yeah, okay, right, they're supposed to not be a mutant. Thanks for stopping in, though. This is our show that we normally do on Mondays. I'm doing an extra episode to do Tex Murphy, where we rank DOS games. You can find all the information over at DOS-cider.neocities.org, or by hitting !DOS in my chat, once I actually have my bot open, which I didn't do, because I always forget to do that. It'll be open in just 2 seconds. In any case, we're doing Tex Murphy Under a Killing Moon. We're 4 hours in and I'm about to end. I just gotta figure out where I'm ranking this bad boy. I really liked this one. Like, the graphics for the time are incredible, too. And once I realized that you can kind of get around some of the pain that caused for the UI with, like, the fast travel system, it's honestly faster than most of the puzzle games that I've done, which is generally a pretty big drag for me, and one of the reasons that I don't love them is because it can be really annoying to have to go through, like, 4 screens to get back to somewhere that you wanted. This one made that a lot easier. Hey, Boix, good to see you. Love murder mysteries. To be a fictional detective. It would be so much simpler then. This was Boix's suggestion, by the way, or request, rather, because our subs and patrons get 1 a month. So what are you up to, Garganator? I always don't know how to say your name properly, or it takes me a moment. Tex is a fun series. I didn't expect it to be 2042, because I always saw the neo-noir kind of, like, covers of it, and didn't expect it at all to be set way in the future. I really liked this. Is it better than Commander Blood? Commander Blood is also wild. Like, I think I like it more than Loom, and that's saying a lot. I enjoyed this a ton. That's some controversial words being said. No, it's not. This is the list on my heart. My heart says it's better than Loom. This is better than Commander Blood, though. Now that's controversial. Thing's got some pretty good jokes. It's got that dude Kool-Aid manning out the door, but it doesn't have blood, blood as that song on your TV. Commander Blood is a nightmare hellscape of a game, and I love it. I had a ton of fun with this thing. Like, the dialogue system is kind of enjoyable, too. Like, there's just nothing that's just terrible about it. Like, every part of it was something that I kind of liked. There's not a lot that I have to say that's bad. Like, maybe the looking around is a little obnoxious, but it's different from a lot of the adventure games, so that still kind of feels refreshing, even if it's a bit hard to control nowadays. Yeah, very fresh for 94. For an adventure game, absolutely. Yeah, I'm thinking that it's above Commander Blood. I don't think I can go above... Could I make it above Wasteland? Yeah, those key hunts didn't bother me that much. I don't know, I just saw them real fast. They tended to stick out quite a bit. This is in some rarefied airs, some top 20 area. When we're talking about it beating basically the progenitor of the modern RTS genre. In Dune 2, that's pretty high praise. Man, Wasteland was really rad. I think it goes right there. I really like this. Thank you so much for the suggestion, Boix. I think we need to go back and finish this. And that's the Tex Murphy special. Top 20 game on DOS of all time. Above Loom, above Monkey Island. That's right. Better than all of them. I love me some FMV. And it's got some good FMV. Honestly, it kind of had me the minute that they had the ex-wife come in and have that scene. Just the, come here and kiss me with those lips. Okay. It was just... I was instantly in. That hooked me right away. The very, very, very deadpan, like, oh, alright. Like, sure. Whatever you say, lady, was kind of fantastic. But I think we'll try and go back to this one at some point. I've said that for quite a few games. Notably, Wasteland. But that's it for me today. Thank you all for being here. I'm going to send you on to somebody else. And of course, you can always check out all the DOS-cider games on that link that we have, because these are all uploaded to YouTube in a playlist. You can check it there. Or you can look at DOS-cider.neocities.org to see the full list and just figure out where they're ranked. You can check out the episode number next to it and then see why I ranked it and take a look at me playing it. I'm going to send you over to somebody else, so don't go away. And other than that, I'll be back tomorrow with our regular Rogues Day.